Hi, welcome to your channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. I'm your host, Dr. Ghosh, and I'm back today with another truly transformational and informational video. Friends, today we are releasing the 350th, yes, the 350th video on your favorite channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. And I, Dr. Ghosh, am proud to share that today the inspirational person whose video I am releasing as the 350th video on your favorite channel, Generous, Gracious, Gallant, is about a Naga leader from Manipur, a political thinker, a religious leader, a freedom fighter, a martyr from Manipur, from northeast India, who raised a guerrilla army against the British East India Empire. He had at its peak about 500 guerrilla warriors, men and women, who were aligned along with him in his struggle for India's freedom. The man, the leader, the Naga leader, Haipou Jadonang. He established the Hareka religious movement based on ancestral Naga religion and declared himself a Masiha or the king of the Nagas. He wanted an independent Naga kingdom, Nagaraj or Makam Wangdi. This brought him into the conflict with the British Raj and he was hanged in 1931. He was succeeded by his cousin Rani Gaidinliu, whose video is already shared earlier on the channel and whose link I'll be sharing again in the description of today's video. Truly amazing Naga leader on the 350th video on your favorite channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. Before I share more with you about this inspirational Naga leader, Haipou Jadonang, I would like to share with you a brief about the channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. I started this channel 2 years back. Today we have got over 1020 subscribers. And today, this is the 350th video on the channel. We have got about 30,000 views. Thank you, transformationists. My mission is to ensure that the present and coming generations live by the eternal human principles of honesty, integrity, loyalty, respect for elders, respect for diversity, respect for womanhood. Living by these principles is the only way forward for a conflict-ridden mankind. Please join our journey as a transformationist to transform the thinking of present-day mankind, to live by these eternal human principles. I am blessed because in Chennai and Bangalore, orphans are being shown these videos in orphanages to mold their thinking pattern and inspire them to live by the eternal human principles. Coming back to our inspirational and motivational hero, Naga leader Haipou Jadonang. He was born as Jadonang Malangmei in 1905 in Combahee village in British India, present-day Manipur. He was born on 30th July on a Sunday. His village was in present-day Nungba subdivision of Tamenglong district. His village was also called as Puran village. His family belonged to the Malangmei clan of Rongmei Naga tribes. He was the youngest of 3 sons. His father, Thai died relatively early and his mother, Ta Bonliu, brought up the 3 children based on subsistence farming. Manipur was totally under the British East India Company's control. Though the British government had retained Chura Chand Maidingu as the titular king, but it was totally controlled by the British. S.J. Duncan was the SDO for the British colonial government of India. The British political agent was J.C. Higgins, and the Naga Hills were controlled by the District Commissioner J.P. Mills. Chanchar area also was controlled by J.P. Mills and the District Commission J.P. Jimson. Hence, Manipur was under British protection. Haipou Jadonang was very religious from a very young age. He spent hours in meditation and he visited the religious site of Bhuvan Caves and Zai Lind Lake, which was supposed to be inhabited by the gods and goddesses of Nagas. From the very young age, he became very famous among the Naga tribes for his spirituality, for his vision, for his visionary dreams, for his prophecies, for his healing power. He used the Naga traditional medicines to heal people. People traveled long distances to meet him, to tell him to cast spells and heal them. He interpreted their dreams. He gave them spiritual healing. He founded the Hereka religion. He spread the Hereka religion, traditional religion, among the Nagas because he found that Christianity and Hindutva was making vast inroads into the tribal communities, and he found that he wanted instead to propagate traditional Naga way of living. He wanted to prevent spread of other religions among the Nagas, which would ensure control of British much easier. He wanted Nagas to believe in the traditional way of life. He established the socio-religious movement Hareka, which is derived from the word pure, to ensure that the Nagas followed the traditional Naga practices. Standardized the Naga belief system. He wanted people to pray to the supreme being Ting Kau Ra Wang. He reduced this ritualism and superstitious, and he wanted to focus on the qualities of truth, love, and respect. He constructed Hareka temples for Kau Ki and wanted to ensure the health and prosperity of the Naga tribals. The Hereka movement was a religious reformation movement, and it was a cult. It was a Naga renaissance, and this Naga movement was also supported by his cousin Gaidinliu, Rani Gaidinliu, whose video is there in the description. Watching the video about Rani Gaidinliu, his successor, will also give you deep insights into the life of this traditional Naga leader, Haipou Jadonang. The Hareka movement was deeply opposed by the Christians as they wanted to unite the Nagas under the British Empire. Jadonang frequently dressed similar to British officers and rode on a pony. Once he came across SDO Duncan in 1928 when Duncan wanted him to disembark from the pony and pay him respects. He did not do so. This led to some amount of conflict and imprisonment. And after that, There were multiple other events which led to him becoming opposed to the British Empire. Just a week after his arrest, the Agami led Naga club submitted a memorandum to the Simon Commission for a self government, a Naga government. The imprisonment suffered by him enhanced his popularity among the Naga tribes. After his imprisonment, he raised an army of 500 guerrilla men and women warriors. He taught them military tactics, use of weapons, guns, intelligence gathering. He also inspired his army with revolutionary songs. He also taught his disciple Rani Gaidinliu to follow on his footsteps. He kept expanding his influence around among the surrounding Naga tribes, the Angamis, the Chakhe-sangs, the Rengmas, the Maus, and the Marams. In January 1931, there were rumors which reached the British authorities that Haipou Jadonang was having a secret meeting and was gathering huge weapons for his guerrilla fighters to totally suppress the British Raj. February 1931, suppression orders were released by the British government against Haipou Jadonang. 19 February 1931, the orders were released that he was to be captured. Jadonang was coming back from the Bhuvan Claves along with 600 followers and Rani Gaidinliu. He was arrested. This led to mass unrest among the Naga warriors, and the British put a ban on gathering with spears. The political agent of Manipur, J.C. Higgins, bought an unit of Assam Rifles along with him to the native village of Jadonang, which is Pile 1, and destroyed Hareka temples, arrested elders, and confiscated weapons from the village. Haipou Jadonang was taken to Imphal by a long circular route to show his people that he had no divine powers. At Imphal, he was imprisoned and interrogated by J.C. Higgins. Jadonang was brave and courageous and refused to pass on any information to the British authorities. The village elders and Rani Gaidinliu tried to get him set free, but they were unsuccessful. In 1930, 4 Christian converts were murdered, and this was wrongly framed against him, and the British authorities used this as an example to further suppress the Naga movement and Jadonang. 13 June 1931, he was hanged to death. On 29 August 1931 at 6 a.m. His body was then sent to his village and buried as per Naga traditions. The movement continued under his disciple Rani Gaidinliu, and the uprising continued against the British. She continued to guide the British, opposed Nagas against British rule. Friends, political leader, religious leader, guerrilla warfare specialist, freedom fighter, and martyr, Haipou Jadonang will continue to be remembered by the people of the Northeast for his upliftment of the Nagas, his role in India's freedom struggle, his martyrdom, and his courage and bravery to ensure that he uplifted the Nagas. Friends, I'm sure you like such inspirational videos and you are motivated by them. I request you once again, kindly subscribe to the channel Generous, Gracious and Gallant, and also share these videos with your friends and family. Encourage them to join our journey as transformationists. I'll be back soon with another very inspirational video on your favorite channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. Till then, good luck, all the best, stay safe.